So you asked for a barn tour, so I'm going to give you one. We purchased this property in September of 2020. This barn was an absolute mess. So we were located in Milwaukee before we moved, so we were 5 hours away. My dad really kindly, generously worked on demolition and clearing out all the junk, getting everything basically down to the studs on the inside and outside of this barn. And now we've got it all set up for our hens. So we've got about 70, 75 hens in the barn right now. Barn is about 50 foot by 20 foot. It's a great space inside, nice and open. I'll show you that next.
For the renovation, we replaced all the doors and windows. We made the window openings larger, and then we fit cheap vinyl sliders in with screens. And aside from the screen door you saw, my dad built all the new doors on this barn, and then I painted them. Luckily, the barn already had this gorgeous metal green roof, but my husband and my dad put up the white metal corrugated siding. Here along the back end, you can see we have got a hayloft door, and that hayloft runs the entire length of the barn up above. And then here we have our hay access door, so we can drop straw and hay right into the barn from that hayloft, and this is a really nice vantage point. You can see kind of everything we've done. My dad replaced all of these supporting beams, and we put in crushed gravel underneath the bedding here. You can't see it now. A manure trench runs the entire length of the barn, and then there's a nice strip of cement down the middle. This definitely was a barn that was meant for cattle. They had stanchions all along here, but now it is a chicken barn. So inside here, we have first got our dust bathing box. It's a little dirty, a lot of shavings in there, but that's where they dust bathe. That is an additional nesting box situation. I got that stainless steel sink from a farm estate sale. I actually got it for free. That's our brooder box. I'll share more about that in another video. Then we've got 2 3-seater nesting boxes for a total of 6 nesting boxes, which is great. We typically put water on those cinder blocks there, but I'm cleaning 2 of our nipple waterers, so those are inside right now. We like to feed out of these metal oil pans. They've got nice high sides, so it prevents the chickens from kicking their feed out of the pan. You can see that one hen there is kicking away and trying to get to the best parts of the feed, but they're cheap, they work, I love them. You can sanitize them too. Then we got these hay bales, let the chickens climb, poop, do their thing. Now I'll take you inside and I'll share more of the finer details.
The chickens love the gravel back here underneath the lean-to. They will dust bathe. As you can see, we got some dust bathers here. And if you didn't know this, chickens like to dust bathe together. So the bigger you can make their dust bathing spot, the happier they'll be because they'll get in on it. It's like community baths. Look at these ladies are like going for it right now. Get rid of those lice. Get rid of those lice. All right, so now we'll go inside the barn. Hi, ladies.
I store feed and scratch grain in those first 3 metal garbage cans there. We do have temporary lighting set up for now. Electrical isn't permanent just yet, but it'll be permanent this coming year. That's on our list.
So we built this secondary roost here because we got some additional girls over the holidays this year. So that's our secondary roost, and we'll probably build another roost here to keep expanding our flock. So here along this back wall, what we did is we have removable roosts with this bracket that we can screw right into the cement. So these roosts can come completely out when we come to muck the barn, which is happening next week, hooray. And then these will end up just screwing off and removing this unit and then screwing it back on once we're done mucking the barn. This barn, unfortunately, does not have openings big enough to get like a bobcat through. Plus the stone foundation here that comes all the way up is just, we didn't want to mess with making these openings any wider. But this is the barn interior for now. Our hope is to finish this off with plywood up top. The chickens like to roost up on this ledge because it is the highest spot in the barn, so they'll roost up there at night. And they poop all over, which is just great. Anyway, we hope to finish all this off with plywood, paint it white, and then here where I am standing, this first chamber up to this first post, we are going to wall this room off, this entire room here. And then this is going to be my milking room, refrigerator. We'll have a sink underneath the window here. in-floor heat, which will be amazing. And this will be like a medical room, processing milk, milking the goats. That's my hope. Make it super, super cute. You know, it'll be like the closest I get to curtains in my chicken coop. So then once we get the goats in here, what's going to happen is we're going to create a temporary wall here so that the chicken side of things is going to be separate from the goat side of things. So goats will be in this like first chamber inside the barn. So they'll be able to toss in their straw and their hay from the hay loft up above. And then this, I'll have an access door right about here to get to the chicken side. And you can see there's a little chicken door right there. We're going to build a ramp so they can get up and out through the back. And then the goats will have access to this Dutch door here, which will open into a fenced-in area for them. And we're going to fence in this wooded section right here for the goats. Look it up there. So that they have this whole area to nibble in, play in. There's some buried stone foundation back there, which is like perfect for goats. Be a huge goat playground back in there. But yeah, that's pretty much our barn tour. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. But yeah, I absolutely love this barn. It is such a godsend to finally have the infrastructure we need for that small-scale poultry operation that we're doing. Thank you for watching, guys. Spot says bye!